Welcome to this short video review about a Swarovski Z8i 1-8x24 rifle scope. As you probably know, this series of Z8i scopes was first introduced this year at IVA in March. So this is one of the 4 models which Swarovski showed at this show, and it features 8x zoom. First time for a Swarovski to do a scope with an 8x zoom. This particular model is the smallest one, and it is meant for driven hunts, even though also a lot of people uses these scopes in sport shooting in dynamical competitions. It offers real-time 1 magnification, so it's really easy to use it with both eyes open. It offers extremely wide field of view, 42 meters, even more, 42.5 meters at 100 meters, so it's the same like the old Z6i. It is approximately 30 centimeters long, and it weighs approximately half a kilogram, so 500 grams. It has a 30 millimeter tube, or you can order it like this particular model with a Swarovski rail, SR rail. It's made in Austria. It comes with a really nice and very detailed user manual, and of course a 10 years warranty, which you get all the information also in the same manual. With the rail version you also get a small plastic so that you can close the rail everywhere where it's not been mounted, and of course you get a bikini type of covers. Like I mentioned, a lot of people compare this scope with a Z6 scopes. I can show them here are both models, the Z6 and Z8. The big difference are the turrets. The turrets are completely different on the Z8. The difference is also that the Z8 goes all the way up to 8, while the Z6 goes all the way to 6. And the illumination system is designed a little bit differently. Apart from that, if you look, let's say at 1, or if you look both of the scopes from 1 to 6, they're optically very similar, and reticle is also very similar on both models. The difference in build is that the Z8 has a battery stored in the side turret, while the Z6 has the battery stored in the eyepiece illumination system. So in this regard, the new Z8 is a little bit more elegant, since this compartment for the illumination system is much smaller and more elegant. If we looked with the first generation of the Z6, the difference would be even better, even greater, since the second generation, which we have here, already had this compartment redesigned so that it looks a little bit less bulky. Due to this close resemblance in both of these two scopes, I think that among all from the new Z8 line, this particular model will have the hardest job to sell better as the old one. If we go and see a little bit about the reticle is the same. You have 4 or 5 different choices, always in the second focal plane, very thin reticles, and extremely strong illumination. So it's daytime usable without a problem. And with Z8, a new type of reticle also came. It's called IF, so illuminated flex. And this is a reticle where you can choose to have a illuminated circle around the dot. So it's a circle dot, but you can also you can turn off the circle so that it becomes invisible. This is something completely new. A flexible reticle, something what Swarovski did for the first time, and I think that they did great. The illumination is controlled the same way as it was on Z6, so you can choose between the daytime presettings and low light presettings. Then you have a plus and minus on top of the illumination system, where you can finely tune the intensity level. So in all kind of lighting conditions you can imagine, this scope will work, and you will be able to fine-tune the illumination intensity to exactly fit your needs. really one of the best illuminations on the market. The scope also has the Swarovski technology. That means when you put it sideways, either this way or that way, or up or down, the illumination will turn off immediately by itself. Then it will turn on immediately. It's really fast when you will put the scope back into the shooting position. So if you look from this side, it's really great illumination, but this is also expected from a premium scope which costs almost 2,500 euros. The turrets are capped. One of the caps also holds a spare battery, and I think that the turrets are much nicer now than they were before. The click is audible, is crisp, everything is as expected. And for the first time you can use the ballistic turret flex on any model you wish, also on 1-8. You just put it on and it will work. So the turrets are also a great step forward compared to the previous version, where you need to send the scope back to the factory to get the BT installed, and you were not able to buy the smallest model 1-6. Now with a ballistic turret, now 1-8 you can have it, the ballistic turret, from the start. So if I wish to make a short summary, I would say that this is probably one of the best wide-angle scopes on the market. It is probably the best one in terms of how easy it is to use it with both eyes open. It has extremely good eye box. That means it's not sensitive to the eye position and you already have a great image. It's astonishingly how sharp it is from edge to edge. So resolution in the center was never a question, but even in the total edge of the picture at 24 meters of field of view, you still have a very sharp and high resolution picture. It offers great illumination, and the mounting with either with rail or with rings, it's also quite diverse, and I would say it offers quite good possibilities. Where is room for improvement? It's hard to say. There is almost no room to improvement anymore. Of course, everybody would wish to have 1-10, 1-20 or anything like this, but it is probably physically impossible. I also think that this is the only model in the new line which will have quite hard time to compete with the cheapest Z6, which is a little bit cheaper than this one. And due to this reason, it's not such a clear cut, because most of the time these scopes are used at 1 magnification, and if you look through Z6 and Z8 at 1, it's not really that much of a difference. But due to the redesigned illumination system, due to better turrets, due to have the possibility to go to 8 and so on, I would still recommend the new model more than the old one. But the old one was already a great scope. This is the reason why I am mentioning it. So, and this is, I think, almost everything what I can say that could be done better. So, thank you for watching. If you will have any additional questions, feel free to send us an email, use comments on this YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our webpage.